Okay, here I am reporting at you live from outside Hoover Dam with my best friend here, Boone. Say hi, Boone. Yeah. So we were given a mission to save President Kimball, who will be making an appearance. I may be using some Trump memes and bad taste here, given recent world events.
I've heard of you. I'm glad you're here to help us out. This is a delicate matter, and we need all the help we can get from people we can trust. We've got a lot to do to prepare for the President's visit, and not much time. Once we start, we'll be on a strict timetable. Are you ready?
Huh?
Ask your...
Security rangers.
Security detail consists of rangers stationed here at the dam. Some will keep an eye on the crowd while others will watch the perimeter. Snipers and sharpshooters have been assigned to key locations, and we also have a special canine unit sniffing out members of the crowd. I've also locked down access to critical locations, such as the landing platform on the visitor center.
Access everywhere.
All right.
Full access, you hear that? Schedule to visit.
I have a full itinerary here. Here you go.
Any leads?
The Legion will definitely try something. We don't have any solid leads yet. I'd almost expect something direct from them. Given the circumstances, there's a possibility of something more subtle, like sabotage. But since we don't have anything solid, we'll just have to keep our eyes out for anything out of the ordinary.
I do that.
Someone like you, I'm just glad to have you on board. Do whatever you can. Security sweeps, talk to people, keep an eye out.
Can I use my guns?
We trust you, so you're free to have your weapons. Just don't do anything too crazy, and we'll back you up.
Can't start randomly firing into the crowd?
If there's nothing...
Poor thing, Skippy.
Good. The President doesn't arrive until tomorrow. Get some rest. I'll brief you in the morning.
I wish I had a first recon guy looking after me.
Glad you could join us. Most of my men are already on duty, and the crowd has already started gathering outside. We've got a busy day ahead of us.
Plan, Skippy.
The plan is to get through today without the shit hitting the fan. So I'll be overseeing the security team personally, and keeping in constant contact with people over the radio. It's a good bet that the Legion is gonna try something today, so we have to be prepared for anything. We'll do whatever it takes to get the President through this visit in one piece.
Get the show on the road.
President Kimball is arriving shortly. If you want to do any last-minute security sweeps or take a look around for anything suspicious, do it now. Once you're ready, meet me outside on the observation deck. Don't take too long.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Computer is working now? How odd. Yes. Of course. list of duty roster has been accessed by an unknown login ID. It'd be a good idea to keep an eye on anything out of the ordinary. Basic assignments are this. Rangers will secure the perimeter and keep an eye out for crowd stationary. Be stationed around the stage crowd. Your primary job is to keep an eye on the crowd and make sure nothing funny happens. A sharpshooter position of the following sniper locations. Visitors center roof, western. Get up here to check in. If I was today, then anybody's going to have knowledge. Vertigo is having some issues with the flight control computer. As some text logs were sent, and maybe we can fix the issue with a small computer update. Grounds give me permission to give Canadian senior engineers examine the vertibird when he arrives. We'll having our computer update the vertibird systems afterward. Okay. So if you wanted to kill him, I bet you could dress up as an engineer and like sabotage the vertibirds.
Have you finished your security sweep? Looks like that's as... Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got some security procedures to oversee.
Showtime now.
Thank you, my fellow Californians, who have come so far to answer the call to service put forth by the Republic. It is for you that I have come here, and it is because of you that I am able to do so. We enjoy our privileges because you take the greatest of risks and are prepared to make the most noble sacrifices. It is because of men and women like Private First Class Jeremy.
Wait a minute. That guy on the grassy knoll's got a gun. He's gonna shoot the president. Holy smokes, I've got to do something. All right, Lee. Time to become an American hero.
Shack on the outskirts of one pine. Jeremy Watson never had it easy. His father worked as a caravan guard on the short route, and his mother, like many Californians, braved the ruins of the old world as a prospector. They suffered through water shortages, raider attacks, and the Brotherhood of War. Like our mighty Sierra Nevadas, they endured.
Thousands have done something to the vertibird. Examine the vertibird. The vertibird noticed a strange item doesn't belong. Examination noticed it's a bomb. Nobody disabled the bomb removed from the vertibird.
But the time came and they could no longer shoulder the burden alone. 12 years ago, they called out for help, and the Republic heard them. Troopers, rangers, just like you, answered the clarion call. Men and women stepped forward to say, I will carry the weight. And at Owens Lake, we made true on our promise, driving out the raider tribes to establish a lasting peace in the eastern Sierra Nevadas. We carried the weight, and though we left behind many of our brothers and sisters on that battlefield, it did not break us. 10 years ago, Chief Elise met with representatives of the Desert Rangers to discuss terms of what would become the Rangers Unification Treaty. The treaty was more than a resolution to welcome the Desert Rangers into the Republic. It was a covenant to protect Southern Nevada against Caesar's Legion and the tyranny of his regime.
Shouldn't you be keeping an eye out? Damn it. I can't believe the Legion actually got someone past our security. Good job catching him. I'll have a security team sweep the area to see if the Legion has any more surprises for us. I'm also canceling the President's speech. We'll have a security team get him out of here right away. But let's not relax until he's safe.
There are some back home who ask me,
There's a bomb as
who
well.
are we protecting? What does the van to us? Sometimes we forget that the light of our society shines beyond our borders. Sometimes we take those privileges for granted that our forebears fought so hard to achieve. We must always remember that wherever Californians stand, we carry our principles with us.
Eat this!
You seriously just kill him? Alright then.
Is it me or is the Brotherhood stopped engaging us? Smartest move they ever made, you ask me. Good job today. I got the President out safe and sound. I couldn't have done it without you. You have my thanks.
Alright, Festus, I get 50 star bottle caps, and you're gonna give me something.
Howdy, partner. Welcome to the hip. If you know. Woohoo! You did it, partner. Bullet for you. Old Festus knew you could do it. I suppose you'll be wanting that prize now. Well then, hold on to your hat, 'cause it's a doozy. Not many people have heard the true story behind Sunset Sarsaparilla. Well, it's a right honor. And now, without further ado, your prize, the Legend of the Star. Long ago, people didn't have a heap of choices when it came to soft drinks. It was either water or Nuka-Cola. Now, the threat of legal action forces me to say that Nuka-Cola is a swell beverage, but sometimes people just wanted something different, you know? So one day, a man, a saloon owner in a small town, decided to make a new type of soft drink and asked his patrons what flavor they'd like it to be. After getting no help from them, a stranger at the end of the bar suggested the man make a sarsaparilla-flavored drink. The stranger said he would happily share his family's recipe for the drink on one condition. The condition being that the stranger would be allowed to sample a bottle whenever he liked to ensure the recipe was being followed to the letter. The man happily agreed, thinking the drink would make him rich, and the stranger promised to meet him by sundown the next day. The next morning, the sheriff stopped by and reported that the stranger's body was found on the side of the town road. He'd been killed by bandits. The man, cursing his luck, closed the saloon early that day, just as the sun began to set. But after he'd locked the doors, he turned around to find an unfamiliar bottle on the bar with a note beneath it. The note was sealed with blue wax in the shape of a star. Opening it, the man found it contained a recipe for a sarsaparilla-flavored drink. Sampling the bottle's contents and finding it singularly delicious, the man gave silent thanks to his mysterious benefactor, wherever he was. Being an honorable man, the saloon owner paid for the stranger's funeral, thinking it was the least he could do to repay him. The saloon owner went on to become rich selling the new drink, and to this day, some bottles of Sunset Sarsaparilla have a blue star under their caps. Some say the saloon owner ordered it done in honor of the stranger. Others say it's the stranger sampling the bottles like he promised. And that's the legend of the star. Hope you enjoyed it, and hope you continue enjoying Sunset Sarsaparilla.
Is that it?
The Sunset Sarsaparilla Company has received a number of complaints regarding the prize awarded for handing in Sunset Sarsaparilla stars. Therefore, we have seen fit to provide another prize that we feel will placate the most discriminating customer. Just head through the double doors and follow the hallway to your left to the very end. An attendant will be there to present your prize directly. With the Sunset Sarsaparilla Company would once again like to thank you for your patronage.
Is this it? Is this the moment? Deputy badge? Sure, I'll take that. Holy crap. What are these worth? Boone can't have a deputy badge. He's not cool like me. They're only for me. He didn't collect enough stars, so that's his fault. Alan Marks? I want this holotape. Legend of the Star. Achievement unlocked.
I guess this is it. Not much air left now. Minutes, maybe. And this is what I have to show for it. I guess the joke's on me. Probably shouldn't have killed all those people. Probably should have stayed at home and taken care of my mom. She always used to say people who murder and steal die bad in the end. Said they...
Well then. Pew pew. Pew 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 pew.
When he heard you stopped President Kimball's assassination, Mr. House went on about martyrs and misadventures for hours.
That sounds very engaging.
You do? Why, that's just wonderful. I'll take it and put it with the rest of the collection.
Can you do that?
Goodbye.
If not for you, President Kimball would be dead. So you needn't feel guilty when the NCR's rout from Hoover Dam demolishes his political career.
How's that?
The Legion has nothing left to wait for. Their assault on the dam could begin at any moment. Before that happens, I'll ask you to complete one other task. It may seem trivial, but that's far from the case. Between the Strip and Helios 1 lies the El Dorado electrical substation. Humble as it appears, the substation has immense strategic value, for it's there that you'll jumpstart the Lucky 38's dormant reactor. Gain access to the substation's control room and install this override module. Just so you know, there are NCR troops guarding the station.
Hey.
With this accomplished, all preparations will have been made. The battle for Hoover Dam will be upon us before long.
Good time. I have to edit up so much of this, but just because I have tens of thousands of caps and game's almost over doesn't mean I can't collect more, right? Save here. Yes.
Over here. You better get out of here. I know what's good for you. You better get out of here.
We're cool, are we? Okay. The hail of bullets kind of gave me the wrong first impression.
Be advised, the Lucky 38 is not open to the general public. Trespassers will be shot. Thank you.
As you can see, Vegas is humming along. I've tested my C3I broadcasting arrays. Everything is in order. And just in time, as it turns out, the forces of Caesar's Legion are on the march, establishing a staging area east of the dam. Their assault could begin at any moment, so that's where you'll be heading, if you're ready. Hoover Dam.
Oh.
Your objective is to reach a control room halfway across the dam and install an override module similar to the one you used at the substation. The override will enable me to control the entire dam's power output. You may remember how the bunker at the fort was rather dimly lit. Well, just like the Lucky 38, it needs a big jolt of electricity to power up. You've already uploaded the new operating system to the Securitrons. All they need is power, and they'll be in fighting trim.
Where's the turn on north of all things?
I recommend following the Securitron's instructions. Its programming is strict, and I don't have time to change it. What else did you want to discuss?
Where the way left side used to be cannibals.
Yes, of course. But refraining from those dietary practices is a primary requirement of their contract. They've been good to their word. Put together one hell of a resort hotel, too. From what I hear, I'd want to eat at the Gourmand every night, if I were ambulatory. What else did you want to discuss?
Ambulatory, that means if he could travel. Find the surveillance device we had neutralized, so there's no point in telling them.
As I've said, your objective. We've accomplished a great deal, you and I. One last task and our work is complete. I'll see you in the control room.
Fight with Mr. O's, the Battle of Hoover Dam, which will determine the fate of days for decades to come. Anything you want to do before you enter the battle, do it now before you press the button of return. I got my star bottle caps, I'm ready. Complete the house always wins achievement.
You must get to the control room and install the override chip.
Bought Boone because he likes killing the Legion. Dummy. I have one frag grenade, I'll use it on this trash. Merciful cause. Fire patients that tell you patients show charitable side. So they like that I shot him for some reason. Yes, and their grenades is for good measure. Cash pile, like powder, ammo. I can't help myself, I'm a loot goblin right till the end. Sewer access there. Are the boomers helping us? Is those where the explosions are coming from?
Stop right there. No one is allowed into the control room. You shouldn't be here. It's better.
Warren's in trouble. She needs help now.
Damn it all.
Yes, go. Go now, before it's too late.
I knew you'd make it. Resourceful as always. The override module is functioning properly. I'm rerouting power to the Securitron vault at the fort as we speak. I just need you to head over to the East Power Plant and manually activate the switch. When you return topside, I think you'll see that my Securitron army is a little more than the Legion was prepared to handle. Oh, and before you go, grab that printout spooling from the console here. Those papers set the terms for the NCR's unconditional surrender. I thought you might enjoy the honor of presenting them to the NCR's commanding officer once the Legion has been defeated. Cheers.
I would enjoy that. Oops. This thing? And this little box here is what I'm looking for the whole time? Wow.
I will protect you.
That here, mister. This is the way. Here. Making some friendly fire here in case you didn't notice. They got Boone. We go in first? Or is just my honor geared? Okay.
Company. Me.
Legging it to the Legate's camp.
Eat this.
Boone, are you even trying? Come on now. Who else wants a piece? Come on. I know you're hiding somewhere.
You're mine.
Lanius, you up here, buddy?
An envoy of Vegas, yet you carry yourself for battle. If so, you cannot truly be of that city of cowards.
Oh, you know, I tend to roam a lot.
I see you fight with words, like all beneath the flag of the bear. Let us hope your skill with weapons proves greater.
Battle's decided, that's why I'm here.
So you seek quarter? Terms of surrender? Our roads into NCR are hung with the bodies of those who attempted to negotiate with us. Save your speeches. We will take Hoover Dam and move forward until our feet crush the setting sun beneath them.
Don't be so dramatic. Move forward, the Legion's been here trying to take Hoover Dam.
Hoover Dam has never seen the mass strength of the East. Only legates such as Graham, who deserve the fire Kaisar blessed him with. Now I am here, and make markers of your people as the Legion carves its way west.
And then what of the East?
You speak in circles. What of the East? I am the East, and I will prove it this day.
When it is the East, crush the West.
The victory here shall be swift. Our forces shall take the dam, secure it, then build a road west on the bodies of the NCR. The East will hold. Once across the Colorado, nothing to rival Hoover Dam remains.
It's funny, the Legion pronounces it Kaiser, which is actually appropriate Latin pronunciation, but you see Mr. House calls it Caesar. I just noticed that for some reason. It is not the strength of the West that will slow you, it's their weakness.
Your weakness? You seek to thwart me by claiming the Legion is too strong for you?
NCR's weakness is its size, and it'll take your entire army to hold the West.
That does not mean we would not succeed.
Eventually. Moving your whole army west means losing the East, and you can't hold both.
The East was a hard-fought campaign. Even now, Kaisar drew too much of the Legion's blood needed there for this. Hoover Dam is but a place. I will not have it be the gravestone of the Legion, whether quickly, or as you describe, slowly, by attrition.
There's victory in wisdom, Legate.
As for wisdom, there is wisdom in your words, man of the West. Know that I shall return east. I shall not remain there forever. On that day, the strength of the bear shall be tested. If the West is one day filled with ones such as you, perhaps it shall be a worthy fight indeed.
Indeed. Well, the war matters that much, perhaps you'll see it differently in time.
My coming would have saved you, set your people free in ways they cannot see. War would have tested them, broken the weak with its violence, yet allowing the strong to arise. Violence gave you that strength, awakened you. I can see it upon your face, where 2 bullets left their mark. Perhaps it is unfortunate Wolpex was not here to hear your words. Something tells me you would prove more than his match.
Yeah,
until the day when our armies meet again, Envoy of Vegas. I shall wait for you on the battlefield.
The DLC was never released.
Caesar on the cross. Been a long time since I've seen the kind of work you've laid down today. A damn long time. And the screams of those Legion bastards as they kick dirt running east like a choir of angels to my ears. Speaking of, that crazy light show over the fort? What the fuck was that? Some kind of thumb of God you called down? Amazing. Fucking amazing. Could use 100 of you. Just scatter you over the east like jacks. Give those plum fucks the what for.
Those ends of the earth all over his family. Big damn for you, General, to go to Vegas.
Vegas? What, the families? Or house? You're talking about house. What is this Brahmin shit? I'm not getting the feeling we're all about to sing Kumbaya here.
What time is your surrender here for you?
What the hell are you talking about? What is this? Free economic zone of New Vegas? What the hell does that mean? Oh, wait, here we go. Demands NCR's immediate withdrawal. Withdraw? Like fucking hell we're withdrawing. We just held the dam. We didn't do it to let it go. This paper of yours isn't fit to wipe my ass. If you think after all that's happened, I'm going to grab my ankles and take it like the Legion.
Bend over. That's what it should say for your speech 100. Paraphrasing them will not be in your best interest.
You know I won't surrender the dam, and certainly not to the ghost man of Vegas and his new right hand of the week.
Just a directional strip, and you know the odds.
We held this place for years. Kicked one-legged out of here so hard, Caesar burned him to a crisp. It's our post. We've fought for it. I'll fight for it again today. If you're looking to convince me otherwise, you better have a lot more reasons than you just telling me to go.
Look behind you.
You have me right now, so it's a lot about your willingness to fight.
True. Guess I'm a little too used to seeing Securitrons in Vegas to think they turn and be bad news. And I know how bad they can get. Look, house, Vegas, it's pretty. Got you blinded a bit maybe. But NCR's got perks too. Think about it before you sign on with him. And if you say no, keep in mind what that means. NCR may have its problems, but when we're riled, watch out.
I don't know. Do keep it in mind, patience on you.
Well, at least I can talk to you unlike that bastard Caesar and his plate-faced general. It'll do. Guess sometimes you get the bull, other times you get the horns. Still, At least some lives got saved this day.
Happy ending, happy ending. There he is. He's ambulatory after all.
You know, I've had thousands of employees in my time. Few met my expectations. Fewer still surpassed them. Your performance has been nothing short of spectacular. If I have need for a specialist of your stripe again, I'll know just where to turn. Back to Vegas, shall we? I really should do something about that monorail with all the new resources at hand. I can make sure it not only runs, but runs on time. Always bothered me, the imprecision. No need to worry about the General, by the way. He'll be held responsible, publicly disgraced. 36.5% probability of suicide, by my estimate. Kimball won't be able to save him. He'll be too busy getting thrown out of office. But less than a 3% chance of suicide, mind you. Vegas might see a dip in revenue for a few months, half a year. But soon enough, the tourists and their money will be pouring in. Vegas will be a shining jewel in the middle of the desert, an oasis of light, a beacon to show mankind the way to the stars. This is just the start, you see. This is where it all begins.
And so the courier who had cheated death in the cemetery outside Good Springs cheated death once again, and the Mojave wasteland was forever changed. Mr. House's Securitron army took control of Hoover Dam and the Strip, pushing both the Legion and the exhausted NCR out of New Vegas. Mr. House continued to run New Vegas his way, a despotic vision of pre-war glory. The streets were orderly, efficient, cold. New Vegas continued to be the sole place in the wasteland where fortunes were won and lost in the blink of an eye. The Courier, fair and kind-hearted to those in the wasteland, ensured that Mr. House would keep New Vegas stable and secure for future generations. Mr. House afforded him every luxury at his disposal in the Lucky 38, out of gratitude and a quiet sense of pride for his choice in lieutenants.
Black Mountain Radio continued to broadcast its peculiar form of propaganda. Raul Tejada faced his execution each day, though pardoned in the end. Travelers venturing too near Black Mountain continued to be harassed by Tabitha's followers.
Mr. House showed little interest on the boomers, who eventually began venturing out to Nellis to meet and trade with travelers.
Buried beneath tons of rubble, the Mojave chapter of the Brotherhood of Steel was no more. Those few who were outside the Hidden Valley bunker when it was destroyed settled into new lives, or headed west to find a new chapter to join.
The Fiends staged an attack against Camp McCarran during the Second Battle of Hoover Dam. During the NCR's retreat, the Fiends overwhelmed many of the troopers before Mr. House's Securitrons could deal with them.
After Mr. House gained control of New Vegas, he sent a Securitron to Good Springs as a token of appreciation for helping the Courier. Victor was a mixed blessing, however, as he continually monitored the town for Mr. House.
In the years following the destruction of Cassidy caravans, NCR used evidence of the plot to blackmail the Crimson Caravan and the Van Graffs. NCR enacted strict trade laws with little resistance, strengthening their supply lines and their position in the Mojave. Cass lived to see Hoover Dam in its old world glory, humming with power the likes of which the Mojave had never seen. Vegas burned brighter than ever. Securitrons filled the streets, and Cass's heart skipped, just a little. Her last words were to the dam and to herself. We were going full speed ahead, but facing backwards the whole time.
Flush with his victory, Mr. House sent Securitrons into Freeside, thinking to increase his control over the area. When fighting broke out, the Kings fought valiantly, but were no match for the armored killing machines, and were wiped out to the last man.
Though NVAC was a low-priority target for the Legion, many of NVAC's citizens died in its defense. In the weeks that followed, several bright followers returned to NVAC to help restore its defenses, allowing it to remain independent of NCR.
The NCR, battered by the loss of the dam, were unable to devote any troops to retaking the correctional facility from the powder gangers. As a result, powder ganger raids on caravans became an unfortunate fact of life in the Mojave for years to come.
Armed with a wide array of improvised explosives and stolen weapons, the Vault 19 powder gang tormented the Mojave wasteland for years. Citizens of the NCR were favored targets, and they always suffered the worst fates.
After Hoover Dam, Sheriff Myers runs Prim with his own style of frontier justice. He deals with most folks fairly, but now and then someone winds up dead with little to no evidence against them.
And so the Courier's road came to an end, for now. In the new world of the Mojave Wasteland, fighting continued, blood was spilled, and many lived and died just as they had in the old world. Because war never changes.
Epic. Well done. Okay. So this concludes our run. The Mr. House ending of Fallout New Vegas. You can queue up the usual entertainment, that'd be nice. Yeah. A pretty awesome game. It's one of my favorites. All the DLC. Yeah, as usual, I'll let you know. You can find me on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, all of those places. Yeah, let me know what you think. Like, follow, and subscribe as usual. And I'll see what I can come up with next. Other than that, have an awesome time wherever you are. Bye-bye for now. Oops. I missed something.